Welcome to today's project Creative Mind, and I'll be showing you today how to draft this beautiful top that you see here. If this is what you like to learn, stick with me to the end. Let's get right into it. So here I have my pattern and we're going to begin inputting all our measurements. So just pay attention as I'll be running you through how to draft this dress. So from your starting line, which I've drawn upward, get your bust point, your under bust, your waistline, and of course the top length you want for this. So this is a drafting tutorial. I'll just make use of 25 inches for this tutorial, and I'll roll out all this line just like I'm doing here. So here we have the bust point, we have the under bust, we have the waistline, and of course our top length. And the next is to determine our armhole curve, and to do that we'll measure the shoulder measurement we're working with plus half an inch. Then we'll go down by 1 inches, then we'll go down by our chest line, which is 8 inches. So next is to mark what we have at the shoulder. We'll just mark it at that chest line to have an accurate line. Then we'll get the midpoint here and go out by 0.5 inches. Then at our chest line, we'll mark our round bust measurement divided by 4, and we'll connect these 3 lines just like I'm doing here. So now we've established all the guide for making of this dress, and the next step now is to just mark 4 inches for our neckline, then connect with our shoulder slope just like so. And next is to go out by our nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2, and we'll mark this all the way to the top length and connect it with a straight line. Then at the shoulder line, get the midpoints and connect with a straight line to the that line that we've marked. And this is what we have. So the next step is to come down by 1 inches at your bust point. So for that, I'm going to be doing 1 inches on both sides. So if you're on the bigger side, you can do 1 inch on one side and 1.5 inches on the other side. So I'll connect with my curved rule just like so. And the next step is to mark where you want your sweetheart to begin, like when you want the opening of your top to begin. So I marked 7 inches. At that 7 inches, we're going to be doing an over bust tightening of 1 inch on both sides, just like I'm doing here. And I'm going to highlight all of this with my marker so you can see what we've done so far. So next is to impute all our basic measurements. For the over bust tightening, we're not going to be replacing that part because it's just going to serve as a tightening for the upper part of our dress. While the other parts, we're going to be replacing all the dart intake, like our under bust. Mark your round under bust measurement and replace the 2-inch dart. Waistline, mark your round waist measurement divided by 4 and replace the dart intake. Then at your top length, you mark your round hip measurement divided by 4 and of course replace your dart intake, and also include your stitching allowance of your choice. So I'm going to connect all the lines we've established now, and I'm going to highlight with my marker so you can see clearly what we've done so far and how yours should look like. So the next part now is to connect the upper part of our dress. So for the sweetheart, you determine how deep you want it to be. I went down by 3 inches. You can do 2 inches or 2.5, totally depends on you. And we're going to be connecting it with a curve just like this. So this is how deep our sweetheart is going to be. Then for our sleeve, already marked our 4 inches, so I'm just going to connect that 4 inches all the way to meet our dart line just like I've done here, and that is how it's going to be. Then I'll go up by 0.5 inches. This is just to take out gaping from our yoke. Then for the bust dart, the bust dart is the difference between your back half length and your front half length. So just mark what you have the difference and take it out. So for the design at the down part of this dress, you can make any design of your choice. But for the one we're trying to recreate, just go up by 2.5 inches and just give it a curve. Ensure that you close your dart legs when imputing your curve. So just curve it however you want. However you want it to come out, just curve it like so. And keep making adjustments until you are satisfied with what you have so far. So I'll highlight it with my marker so you can see what I have done. So this is what we have, and the next is to begin cutting this out. So I'm going to just cut out the down part first, and this is what we have. So also don't forget to label your patterns to enable you know which one is which. So this upper part is going to be our yoke. So label your patterns appropriately and go ahead and begin cutting out. So just watch the part I'm cutting out so you do not make any mistake. Cut out all your dart lines. So this is our yoke, and we've also cut out our center front. Open up your bust dart and close it up and make adjustments, then cut out, and that's all for the front of this dress. So next we're going to cut out the back. So this is the back. I've highlighted our bust points, waistline, chest line, and also top lengths. And I've also connected my armhole curve. So next is to just go out for our dart leg, nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. We have 4 and we marked it. So I'm going by 1 inches on both sides at the waistline. At the bust points, I came down by 1 inches. And I'll connect it to meet the 1 inches I marked at the waistline. And at my top length, I went up by 1 inches as well, and I connected my darts like so. So from the shoulder, I came down by 2 inches for my neckline. And I'm highlighting so you can see what it's looking like. And after doing this, next we're going to impute our body measurements all the way, our bust point, the waistline. I'll mark my round waist divided by 4 and replace the dart intake. At my top length, I'll mark my round hip divided by 4 and I'll mark it, and I'll also include stitching allowance of your choice, then connect it all the way down. So for the back of this dress, you can be creative and do whatever you want. You can make it stylish, and what we're going to do is from that neckline, we'll come down by 2 inches. Then at the chest line, I'll connect by 0.5 inches on both sides. This is to take out gaping from our yoke and also the down part of our dress. Then I'll connect from that 2 inches again to meet that leg. So for your opening for the loop, you can do 1.5 or 2 inches. Totally depends on what you want. I did 1.5 inches, and we're going to be cutting all this part out. Then for the down design, I went up by 2.5 inches and I'll just connect it with a curve, just like so. So also label this your pattern as well, so you do not forget which your when you're cutting on fabric, so you have your pattern appropriately labeled. So at that point you can go ahead and include like a hook to it, and this is what we have. So this is another way of cutting the back of your dress. So that's basically all for this tutorial. I hope you learned something and you'll be trying it out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll be seeing you in my next tutorial. Bye.